I want to see you talk about the DS that's right there on the windowsill. The DS is pretty dope. Would you like to play a Battle Network game on the DS? Well, you can. You can play Double Team. Hey, stop it, you guys. That's enough. You're gonna hurt the teachers. I'm a terrorist, not a murderer. I have treats for my cats. They're like on a just little table out in like the living room. Most of them are in resealable bags, but there's a few that are in like little plastic bins. They have stinky breath, so I got them some greenies. And those are in plastic little things, right? They got knocked over a few times. I had to clean them up, and I would notice that there'd be bites taken out of them. So one of them figured out that they could knock them over to get just as many treats as they wanted at a time, right? And after it happened, like, the second time, I just took the bins and I put them in, like, the kitchen, so that would not be a thing anymore. He is going ham. Figured out that it was Mewtwo, the one causing trouble. But yeah, I was able to hear, like, the second time she did it, I was able to hear and, you know, catch her early before she tried, like, overindulging. And then, like, the other day, I heard something, like, something downstairs again. So it's kind of like, that's weird. Like, what am I hearing? You know, that... It was more noise than, like, the cat should have made, right? So I go downstairs, and then all, like, the resealable pouches are just on the floor, right? So I guess what I'm saying is that Mewtwo, she had not given up, but she didn't figure out that the whole flopping them on the floor thing only works specifically with, like, the plastic little bin things. Though that also convinces me not to put them back where it's like, I'm sure they won't do it again. No, she will totally do it again. Though I appreciate that she's learning things. Oh, God. I almost forgot. It's like his whole gimmick. It's like, oh man, how are you going to counter this? And it's like, dude, the entire dungeon has been setting you up for this. Ding dong, bing bong. Good morning, everyone! It's another beautiful day. I don't have my Monokuma voice down. I need to practice it more. When the 3DS and Wii U eShop went down, right? I desperately bought a lot of games on that thing before they disappeared forever, right? Which I'm sure a lot of people did. But, like, some of the things that I bought were the, yeah, this works. There we go. Some of the things I bought were, like, I got 2 of the 3DS exclusive Ace Attorney games, right? And they were, like, super cheap, because Capcom they're actually savvy businessmen. They're just like, hey, last chance, get them while they're here. Very cheap. Buy the Ace Attorney games. So, you know, I wound up getting them. And all the DLC for next to nothing. But then, like, I want to say, like, 3 months later, right? Very shortly, I know it was, like, at most half a year. They wound up putting, like, the second Ace Attorney collection. And it was one of those, if I were to get the collection, it would cost me more than just, you know, what it did to buy the games, right? To buy them, like, individually at, like, a deep, deep discount. But there's still a part of me that's like, well, if I get them on, like, the Switch, then that's all in one convenient collection. It's the latest version. And I can, I can record them if I want. All of the best. So even though it was like less, like wasn't as good of a deal as what I got, I still kind of felt like it felt like a waste to me. I'm just gonna say it. IGN or who the hell ever was right. There was too much water in Hoenn. I'm just gonna leave. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Nothing bad will happen if I leave. Nothing leave bad will happen. Happen bad will if I leave. Leaving if I bad will happen. Oh no! Director, just feed him a banana! Crocodiles love bananas! Haven't you ever played Donkey Kong Country? I know there's that one thing people say that if you get jelly, like if you get stung by a jellyfish, apparently peeing on like the sting, like where you got stung will like fix it. But I think I've also heard somebody say recently that that might be an old wives' tale. Which kind of makes me wonder, did somebody just really, really, really want to pee on somebody else, so they made up that bullshit and somehow it caught on? And if so, was it a prank or was it a kink? And if it isn't little Lanikari, you two know each other? Ah, that's right. I've known this kid since he was small. He's practically my little bro. Little bro, what are you? Relax, I'm not up to anything. I know that's what I said the last 2 times I tried to commit a bad thing. The last 3 times I tried to commit a bad thing. When I tried to burn down your house and then fry your dad and then blow up a tournament venue. But this time I really, really am not up to anything bad. What temperature does water boil at? 100 degrees Celsius. So if you use a fire-based chip on the kettle, you'll do 100 damage to them and really get them steamed up. I'm sorry, Match. I'm American. What is Celsius? Final one. Will they make this difficult? I think I'm gonna be fine. This is the toughest challenge yet. Oh, shit. Yeah! Full power! Oh no, he got the less cool one! Like, as I was driving out of the city, I saw 2 uniformed something or others, right? I kind of want to say maybe like maybe state troopers or something like that. And at least the one of them. The one might have had him, hanging by his side. But at least, like, the one of them, I swear, like, he had an assault rifle just, like, slung right in front of him that he was gripping. When I saw that, it was, like, kind of, that's, like, the sort of thing that I feel like you don't just have for the sake of having it. You know what I mean? So I saw that, and I'm just like, is there maybe something going on that requires this that I should be concerned with? But I didn't hear any news from the area where it's like, and like 15 escaped felons going crazy in the city. I know I probably brought this up a fair bit, but it is still bizarre to me that there is no Clownman.EXE when there's 2 Navis that seem like they could very easily be called Clownman.EXE. But I guess part of the idea is that if there was a Clownman.EXE, we're gonna do it. Like, they probably wanted to use Thunder... Yeah, they probably want him to use Thunderclaw, right? I have no charge attacks when I do this. Is there really any big advantage to using specifically heat? I should probably look up. I have a player's guide. I mean... He did rip through his HP pretty quick with that Gatling gun. I guess with the way I dress, I know I don't look it, but I'm actually the home ec teacher, Miss Farron. You know, I'm just gonna ignore that.